that have been organizing it have been just struggling, figuring out, first of all, what in the world is it? What do you call it? I mean, you have no idea. Luckily, though, we had Father Thomas. He's the only person that I've ever known that actually helped plan his own going-away party. He would sit me down at least a half a dozen times over the last 2 months and say, now, Max, one more time here, okay? I don't want it to be a long, drawn-out thing. I want it to be quick. I don't want a lot of people up there. And please, above all else, no gifts.
word I use to describe the Lord of hosts above.
And I say, holy, holy, holy. And I say, holy, holy, holy.
And I say, holy is the Lord of hosts above. Everything he does is holy. And I say, holy is the Lord of hosts above. Everything he does is holy, holy, holy. There is one word I use to describe the face of the Lord. There is one word I use to describe the face of the Lord, and I say lovely, 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 and I say lovely, 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 and I say lovely is the Lord of hosts above. Everything he does is lovely, and I say lovely is the Lord of hosts above. Everything he does is lovely, lovely, lovely. There is one word I use to describe the words of the Lord. There is one word I use to describe the words of the Lord, and I say awesome, 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 and I say awesome, 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 and I say awesome is the Lord of hosts above. Everything he does is awesome, and I say awesome is the Lord of hosts above. Everything he does is awesome, awesome,
I thank Father Thomas on behalf of the Liturgy Council for all the work he's done in ministries here at the University of Washington. I've only gotten to know him for 4 years, but in those 4 years I've gotten to know him pretty intensely, as Matt said, through the council and through the prayer ministry. But dedication and availability are two of the most important qualities that Father Thomas has brought to this campus. And he's been a very, very busy man these past 11 years, raising a few $1 million to build this little house, and preaching on the reservations, and keeping the priority line as the now senior member over there. and in addition to running a full-time women's center. So,
I was supposed to be here to talk about the alumni perspective, but I guess I'm just kind of the old student perspective. So, I'll try and tune my remarks to that way. So, here's the program. I've had the pleasure of working in a small, cash-strapped startup aerospace engineering firm for the past 6 years. This has a point, so stick with me, okay? The gentleman who runs the show at my company, who also goes by Tom, we'll call him Dr. Tom for the sake of the discussion, has guided my company through a variety of ups and downs, including economic distress, the loss of significant portions of our brain trust, and being swallowed up recently by a giant conglomerate. But somehow Dr. Tom has been able to navigate our company through these challenges, always finding success, and of course a new challenge for the team to face in the future.
They're both our Dominican brothers. They both come from Rome, arrived in the United States today. It's coincidental they're here, but not totally coincidental, because they could be in another city in our province. He's the Master General of our entire order, called the Master. He oversees all of the Dominicans in the entire world. And it's a job that's impossible to imagine. And we're very, very grateful. He and his assistant for the American provinces, they're starting today a 4-week visit of the 4 American provinces. And his assistant, and our boss as well, for his assistant for the United States provinces, Father Jerry Stuckey.
Jordan, you're not coming out here?
That we were involved in campus ministry, and that reflection, as it went around the room, very quickly turned into a tribute to Thomas Deman.
I think that many of the gifts that you showed me, one was humility. He loved students. He was going to serve them. I think if there's any gift that you can give to other people, it's the gift of humility and service. But it was also a time of kind of a low spot, if you will. It was a point when the money had to be raised to put this together. And it's no small task to put together the money to build something like this.
I ended up with the Dominicans, but Tom was certainly one of my inspirations when I was thinking about the priesthood. When I met the Dominicans at the University of Arizona, so Tom, like everybody else, I'm very grateful for everything that you have shown, not only me, but to the whole province. And I know that after parish ministry, I know that I wanted to come into campus ministry, and I wanted to work with you to learn from the best. So I'm very, very grateful to you.
Sing
of recommendations for talented people capable of building a campus ministry community at UW. On every single list of names he received from the 10 or so people around the country was the name Thomas Deman. So 11 years ago, Father Thomas opened Seattle's windows and the windows of the University of Washington and brought in a breath of fresh air. Please accept this check of $2,625 given by students and community members recently for the John the 23rd Scholarship Fund as a token of our appreciation. John the 23rd also said that hope is the oxygen for the soul. Thank you for breathing hope and life into the soul of the Newman Center at the University of Washington.
3 to 4 minutes, I promise. We did. So we're almost there. I think I'm going to try to keep this as short as I can, but I have a startling revelation for all of you. After all that has been said tonight, I'm sorry to tell you, Thomas F. Deman is not perfect. Fortunately, he happens to know that. He is a good man who has served his Lord in the body of Christ. For the Lord is present, and where he is holy. With loving gratitude to Father Thomas Deman, OP, for this beautiful chapel. His compassion and mercy have inspired those who have journeyed with him through his years in campus ministry.
Present you with something like
I really said in my final note in the Sunday Bulletin, which is out there for all of you to read, I mean, there are literally thousands of people. I can't stand here and thank anybody by name because it's filled with, I mean, this place is filled with people. I could just begin and go on for naming every one of you. But it's just, I am overwhelmed. I have strong reasons to not like living people's names being put on buildings or even places because we are broken people, as Karen so magnificently. Karen. No, turn around. Turn around. Well, I can be blessed. Okay.
I invite all of us to please stand and to extend our arms in prayer and blessing for this wonderful man in person. We take a moment of silence, recalling our first times in which we met Father Thomas, first times in which we heard God speak through his voice and through his hands and through his heart. Take a moment and offer that silence and gratitude. Gracious God, we thank you for our brother Thomas. We thank you for his wonderful faith, for his wonderful vocation, and for his wonderful availability to your love and to your grace. Help us to follow in that wonderful spirit of generosity. Help us to follow in a life led in walking with you day by day, that we too might face unknown challenges and sometimes darkness with a desire to always be close to you, that the work of our hands and the work of our service may also be to the glorification of your name. Lord, we believe that it is your Spirit that keeps us together through miles and distances and great physical barriers and obstacles. But help Thomas to know the love of this community in his heart, wherever he may go, the unconditional love extended to him, and the knowledge and the desire to always be a faithful servant.
Chaplain of the Newman Center at the University of Washington from 1991 through 2002. The strong liturgical presence of music at the Prince of Peace Chapel is rooted in Father Thomas's continual love and support for the music ministry. The singing in this album is definitely far from perfect. That in itself is a reflection of what Father Thomas has preached in his ministry as a priest. He, along with his Dominican brothers, has always taught us to focus on Jesus' love for us, the love for who we truly are, just as we are. This calls us to look beyond the broken instruments that we are and to experience the wonderful harmonies of our lives as we allow the Lord to make music through us in his masterful hands. Whatever the path the Lord may lead you on, remember that love is all the bread you need for the journey. And the title of the album is Bread for the Journey, a gift for Father Thomas Newman.
In it.